U.S. Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Doug Collins. Mr. Secretary, great to have you with us this morning. So just last night, your department laid off 1,400 probationary employees, I know, which will redirect $83 million annually to be used on health care and other benefits for our veterans. So it sounds like more health care, more benefits to vets only helps them. Yet you saw the Axios headline. Why is that being reported?
Because that's what they think really makes headlines, and they think it plays real well to their inside the Beltway audience. And I think that's something that we've got to, get accustomed to here, is that the media in D.C. plays to the media in D.C. And the rest of the country is going through a lot of changes, a lot of things that are going on. And it's really hurtful, I think, to many, especially veterans. Look, were there veterans that were caught up in part of this firing? Yes, they were veterans who have served, but they also serve now in civilian life at the VA. But that's just like it is in any other place in the country. What we're doing, however, though, is when it comes to the mission of the VA, which is about serving veterans and getting them their health care and getting their benefits, we have protected those. Over 300,000 positions have been protected. We included even more in the early retirement package that was offered to employees. We made sure that these forward-facing people are with our veterans and making sure that they are getting the health care and the benefits they need. Yeah. Now, look, and there's been issues with the VA for a long time, so let's not, disturb facts here with a good story. We're sure working to get benefits backlog changed. In the previous administration, they added $130 billion to our budget and 80,000 employees, and the backlog in benefits went from 40,000 to 250,000. Sometimes Washington, D.C. has to understand that money and throwing money at things at a problem is not how you solve them. Fresh thinking is how you solve them.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, it sounds like the perfect answer. You added employees, added money, and yet service got worse. So while you eliminated the 1,400 non-mission critical positions, such as DEI, and that's on top of another 1,000 you did earlier this month, guess what? The department is hiring 300,000 people for mission critical jobs like crisis line responders. So here we go again. Why can't they get that part of the story out?
Because again, I believe, really, frankly, for the inside the Beltway media, it's who they serve, and there's just very large misunderstanding between, or disconnect between, political parties as right now and administrations on how we see service to the American people. And that is doing it efficiently. That is doing it cost effectively. And yes, sometimes that means taking positions that should not be there, or duplicative positions, or things that are back up in back rooms, and say, how can we put that money toward a forward-facing position where we can deal with healthcare issues, where we can deal with our electronic health record issue, where we can deal with suicide, where we can deal with homelessness. But again, it's just a different thing. Mark, I can't emphasize this enough. This is something we're looking at very carefully. Our people are going through making sure that we're taking very measured actions to do what we need to do to follow what President Trump has said, and that is to make an efficient, forward-facing government function that helps the veteran first. And you know how I know that we're probably doing pretty good here is for all of the attacks that have come so far, they've been nameless accusations of saying, well, they're hurting veterans' health care, they're hurting veterans. But you know what? They're not naming them because they can't. Because we're taking care of anything that we see is forward-facing, and anything that we have. I'll give you one quick example. There was a lot of misinformation from certain senators who talked about our veterans crisis line responders. Those are the people who actually answer the phone. There was a few that got caught, that was fired in the first round, that were in the back offices, not answering phones. They were in the back office in support. But you know what? As soon as we found that out, we said, no, we're going to make sure that they're still there, because we don't even want to give the perception that we're taking something away that could actually save a life or help somebody and help one of our veterans. So we put them back. So I'm really at this point with the Hill saying, look, you want to deal with facts, let's deal with facts. You want to deal in fiction, then keep running to the news rags up here in D.C. and they'll tell you.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.